Alright, so we are playing Trackmania. It is a game where you race around with funny cars, and the funny cars go vroom, and I like it. So today, because I'm streaming, and streaming this in particular, I will thankfully be able to play the track of the day, or the cup of the day rather. Always like all the pretty sparkly lights. Some people do like crazy lights displays, and those have been like making airwaves on the internet forever. Like, I remember probably some of the first, maybe one of the first like viral videos I watched on the internet was like that house that was synchronized to the Carol of the Bells. It always reminded me of, I don't know if you all have ever heard of Animusic. I love that. They look like, sometimes you see those MIDI visualizers where all the different parts are separated into the different MIDI tracks using like visuals, like a drum and a bass and a choir and all that kind of stuff. It's very much like that, but it was very first of its kind. Before Animusic, from what I've heard, there weren't really any industry standard ways of matching up the visuals with the music. So they had to not do it all by hand, but they created like their own procedural system in, like, what was this, the 90s maybe? To like create these musical animations, sort of not even knowing that it would ever be commercially successful, if I recall. Just for the love of the game, I guess. But they're super cool. If you have not seen them, I highly recommend looking them up. But yeah, in my elementary school music class, you'd play those sometimes when the teacher wasn't feeling like dealing with a bunch of stupid elementary schoolers that day. Just sit us down in front of wheel out the old CRT on one of those little rolling stands, just play Animusic for like an hour, and then ask us to like write something about it. And being stupid elementary schoolers were like, I liked when the guitar went ding ding dong. You see, the secret is if you bonk the wall, it slows you down, which is kind of what you want. Pool. Is it like an ocean pool or like billiards pool? I guess the ocean isn't really a pool. I mean, depending on your philosophical inclinations, it might be. Like if you believe that the world was created for humans to benefit from, a significant number of people do at least, or at the very least, that humans, you know, just should be able to extract whatever they want from the world, then you might agree with that. You might agree that the ocean is a pool. Like it's just a big pool for us to swim in. I tend not to believe that. I think we're just all a big cosmic mistake. The only thing that's not a cosmic mistake is probably jellyfish, I have to be honest. Like, somehow in the water, there is a bag that is made of water as well. What's up with that John F. Kennedy speech, by the way? We choose to go to the moon and do the other things. What do you mean, do the other things? Maybe I just haven't heard the whole speech, but it really just sounds like he was just like trailing for thoughts. Like he had nothing else to say, nothing else to include other than going to the moon. So he's just like, go to the moon, and in additionally, do the other things. Anyone know what a heart of palm is? I've heard of it so many times. Is it really just like you go into the palm tree and you like take out the middle? Who would ever think to do that? Who would ever think to eat a tree? Well, come to think of it, that's what cinnamon is, right? Cinnamon is the bark of a tree. Who would ever think to eat bark? Our ancestors, I mean, they really must have just been like we were when we were kids, like babies, you know, like just putting whatever is around in their mouths, trying to figure out what tastes good. Here is another underrated thing, trees. We were talking about hearts of palm earlier, but man, wood is such a blessing to humanity. But it really is, like, so much stuff is built out of wood. Historically, currently, like it's probably one of the most prevalent building materials on the planet. Why don't we do a little bit? Actually, let's not. I just had the thought, let's actually not do that. I hate ranked in every game because it's always like the focus. It always just becomes the focus of like every game that includes a ranked mode, and everyone who like wants to play the game seriously and like competitively winds up in the ranked mode. But it also attracts all the people who just want to see number go up and get frustrated when number doesn't go up. Grass, of course, because grass and ice are like Bonnie and Clyde, striking terror into every Trickmania player's heart. What is that thing? Do you see that up there to the top right? Looks like a sci-fi something or other. Hold on, I'm gonna slow down and show you. Right here, this. It's like a Stargate in there. Captain's log. Episode, or Stardate 2024. We found a planet where all the beings look like race cars. One of them keeps saying ka-chow, and the other one sounds like Larry the Cable Guy. The greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that chapstick works. The shit makes your lips more chapped. I swear to God, it does not work. Like maybe if you're about to go outside and you're like putting it on like wax-wise, it's like a preventative measure to keep moisture in, it works. But I swear to God, this stuff does not help when your lips are chapped. It just does not. I do love surf. I have certainly spent a lot of time surfing. Oh, and prop hunt. All the Gmod classics. Prop hunt. TTT. Dark RP. I spent a lot of time of my life in Dark RP. Me and a lot of other middle schoolers. When you think about it, I guess like Fortnite is kind of the new Gmod. They just realized that you could make a lot of money if you charged people for like put skins in Gmod. They were like, what if we did Roblox but in Fortnite? And from there, the rest is history. So EVO stand for Electronic Video Olaf. Elves very ornery. Everybody Venmo Oscar. And we almost got gold there. Californian man panning in the 1800s, 1900s. Oh, we almost got gold there. Old-timey prospector. Imagine if video games imparted real-life skills. Like, what if I actually got better at driving a car from doing this? Could just be rip-roaring down the highway, 200, 300 miles an hour. That's just what the Autobahn is, right? It's a full-speed map. Don't you just love that skin? Don't you just love that skin? I certainly do. I do believe I've played this one before. And by I do believe, I mean there's actually physical proof of it right there. Actually, it's not physical proof, is it? It's digital proof. The physical proof is off on some server somewhere, right? A transistor is flipped from 0 to 1, and it shows my progress. My least favorite part of Christmas, I have to say, probably the music. There are a lot of stinkers out there that get played every year. Even a lot of the classic ones. They just get old and grating after a while. How many times do you need to hear Jingle Bells? Sleigh Ride. That's an underrated one. Underrated holiday tune. And it's got the whip crack part that you play with a slapstick. Any percussionists out there know what I'm talking about. I got my finger caught in the hinge of that slapstick once, and that was not a fun experience. Slapstick, I mean, depending on the style. This one is it was literally just two 2x4s on a hinge with a handle. And you smack them together to make a loud cracking noise. And let me tell you, getting your finger caught in the hinge of that is not a fun experience. There's one time when I was moving instruments, I was loading them up into a trailer, and a bolt, like a big bolt that was sticking out of one of them, crushed into my temple. So if you're ever wondering where it all comes from, it is at least in part from the traumatic brain injury that was never treated. Amongst us? GPS, what does that stand for? Gonna piss somewhere? Gorgonzola pelican stink? Walter White? For a moment there, I felt like at peace. I looked up at all the little spheres in the sky and I was like, stars, it's beautiful. I felt like I was dying for a minute. And I remembered I was just playing a video game. One day I'll be released from this mortal coil. Funny cars. You know, something I'd really like to try is ice sculpting. But then again, I don't think I'm a very good sculptor, so I don't know why ice would make it any better. It just would be fun, though. I mean, to put on my thinking cap for a moment here, using something so impermanent as a medium reminds me of the Buddhist sand mandalas. Also, it can make your drinky cold. Now I gotta get in, like, div 87 or whatever. What is happening to my vehicle? Okay. You good there, buddy? Am I supposed to be able to get into a server right now? Normally I feel like I can. Okay, yeah. Someone shouting Nadeo in chat. That means it's a server issue. But hey, I'll take the extra practice time. I mean, is it gonna work at all? That is the next question I have. Is this going to work in general? Let me leave and rejoin. What's it say? Oh, oops. Well, I guess we're not doing the cup of the day then. For this one a bit. I don't think I'm getting a silver time on this. I gotta be real. No, I can do it. Watch me. This is a difficult map. Whoops. Okay, that's definitely not the way you take that part. Or that part. God. Fuck. I gotta go lower there. That doesn't really count as lower, Joan. that doesn't really count as lower. Just these little boxes everywhere are just there to mess you up. It makes me hate rectangles. I guess Minecraft could also do that to you. Look at that little house out there. And the snowman. Stop taking that turn so tight. Take a reasonable line. You don't have to take every turn. Okay, well, that turn I guess you do have to take tight. Come on, June. Do it so you can put a badass edit in the video later. Like one where the music goes dun 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 dun. And don't make one so that the music has to go like. No, I don't want the entrance of the gladiators, please. I don't want it in the edit. Please, just let me get a silver time, please. Hands, I believe in you. Brain, I'm a little more skeptical, but you know, maybe you can show us different. Just the silver. I can taste it. AG. That's all I need is a little AG. Oh my god. But there's only one run left. Da 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 da. Come on. Come on, I want the da 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 music. Oh my god. I can't believe that. Not the clown music, man. No, it was so close. It wasn't gonna be the clown music if you know. All I needed was like 2 more minutes. Fucking shit, man. Like, like,